picks. What have I gotten myself into? Whoa, Holly picks, yeah, Holly picks. She picks my shirt, she picks my shoes. We'll be all across the country, just like a ride down Route 66. So Saturday at noon, this is where to tune, right here at Holly Picks.
Our mic is muted.
There we go. Okay, I think we're on.
We're on. Wow. What does that say up there? The host?
Test on? Yeah, we're good. We're good.
On.
Okay.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, everyone. Happy 4th of July.
Yeah, happy 4th of July. Sorry we missed you last week.
Yes.
Well, Holly was...
I took a little getaway.
You did. A little spiritual...
Went to the desert, just had to, get out of the city and reconnect with nature. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. I was happy for you.
Thank you. Well, we probably should have warned everyone that we were not going to be here.
I know.
That was our bad.
That was our bad.
But we're back.
Right. That will not happen again. From now on, if we're not going to be here, we will give our friends up in TV land a little bit of notice.
A little bit of notice. Yes, definitely. But we're back and better than ever. We're happy to be here.
Yes,
and
we are.
Want to take it away, Dad?
Well, yeah. So today's the 4th of July, which is one of my favorite holidays. And I had an experience yesterday as I was getting our American flag out, brought the ladder out, and it takes a little doing to get the flag up. And I had this weird feeling about displaying the flag. And I've never had this feeling ever in my life. I'm always excited to display the American flag. And I had this feeling yesterday that somehow over the past few years, patriotism has been co-opted into meaning that unless you support the current administration, you are somehow unpatriotic. Somehow you don't want to make America great. And I think America is great in a lot of ways. And I think we also have some growth that needs to take place right away. So I hung my American flag. I just thought, you know what? That's it. I know why I'm hanging the flag. But patriotism can take a lot of forms. And I think, Holly, we have shown our patriotism together over the past few weeks in
various ways, other than hanging the flag. And I felt the same way. After I saw that you hung the flag, when I drove up to the house, I had that same feeling of, I hope this doesn't mean that people think that we support what the current administration is saying about what's going on in the world right now. And to me, you can show your patriotism in other ways rather than hanging the flag. And to me, that means protesting. It means marching. I mean, that's how America got its independence in the first place, was fighting for what we believed in. And it can mean voting. That's the most patriotic thing you can do.
There's nothing more patriotic
than
going to the voting booth.
Or in this case, mailing in your ballot.
Whatever.
If COVID-19 is still prevalent, we want everyone to be safe. So that's literally the most patriotic thing that you can do, is exercising your right to vote. It can mean wearing a mask in public to care for your fellow Americans, to make sure that their safety is considered. It can mean having difficult conversations with family and friends about, why July 4th is a great day, but it's also a day where a lot of people did not gain their independence. 1776 was when we gained our independence, but all slaves were not freed until 1865. So I think that it's important to recognize that, yes, America is a really great place, but that we still have work to do. And that's okay. And in those difficult conversations that I've been more than lucky to have with you and Mom, and luckily I have parents that are extremely receptive to what's going on and want to learn and want to change, that it's okay to say, hey, I was wrong, or I didn't know that, or America's great, but you're right, we could improve in these areas, So to me, I feel like I've been the most patriotic I've ever been this year, even though I don't support the current administration, just to be very blunt.
And here's the thing, America is set up for growth and learning
Right.
and figuring things out and realizing the places where we have maybe lost our way a little bit because of the First Amendment.
Right.
We can speak our mind. We can protest. That's a very patriotic thing to do. And to be labeled as unpatriotic simply because we exercise our First Amendment rights to peaceful protest, that doesn't make sense to me. Now, on the other hand, when peaceful protest draws the undesirable crowd that takes advantage of a peaceful protest and and gets into violence, gets into property destruction, that's not okay. It's just not okay. You know what I mean? But that doesn't mean that that small percentage should define the entire protest.
Yes, the majority of what's happening in the world is extremely peaceful and are just people fighting for what they believed in, just as we did with Great Britain.
Yeah.
So
just
kind of wanted to put that out there. Just a little.
Patriotism can take many forms.
Yes.
And I think the main thing is that we need to be able to talk about our differences, as opposed to one person stating their feelings and other people just like hating on it.
Yeah.
It's like, let's talk about it. Let's find the common ground. That's what we're all about here at Holly Picks.
Yes, we are.
So we are open to any comments as long as they're constructive. But if you're just gonna send in comments that are haters, guess what? I got the hide button. You ain't gonna get much airtime. So now what?
Now we are gonna get into some questions.
All right, some 4th of July fun, so to speak. Wait, before we do though,
let's just take a good
cheers.
Cheers.
4th of July.
4th of July.
Ooh.
Yeah, I spiked that one a little bit more today.
Whoa,
just to
baby.
get the party started early.
Get
you know
the
what I mean?
party started.
Whee! All right, Dal, let's get right to it.
All right.
Oh, also for today's activity, well, maybe I'll explain it once we get there.
Okay.
Let people
Let
people sweat a
There
little bit.
will be, yes, like me.
Yes.
I'm the only one sweating for that because I know what it is.
Yes. Okay, question 1. Madison, 1982 from Instagram asks, what is something you like to do that other people would probably consider weird?
That is a great question.
Good.
What's something I like to do that other people would consider weird? Well,
I can think of one right off the bat. But
really?
Let's see what you come up with.
All right, well, Well, I make those weird sounds when I warm up my voice. That's not really right. What's something give me a hint.
I was thinking about your infamous stretches on the airplane.
Oh.
My dad likes to be limber. He likes to stretch, as we all do. But there's a time and a place to stretch. And my dad finds it appropriate to stretch in the middle of an aisle on an airplane where everybody can see you. And when your butt is to everyone as you're touching your toes. So to me, I think that's weird. Well, and I think that other people would think it's weird.
If that were the actual reality of what I did.
All right, question number
weird.
2. Clearly someone's getting a little defensive.
All right.
Question number 2. Edwin Hernandez from Instagram asks, have you ever felt guilty for being a Lakers fan instead of a Bulls fan?
Ooh, you know what? When I moved to LA in 1975, and up until then, between 1968 and 1975, I was of the generation that that you couldn't trust anyone over 30. It was like any establishment type, whether it was, sports teams were like, they were kind of the bad guys to me because they represented the establishment. So, so I was sadly never a Bulls fan. But when I moved to LA, right around the late 70s, when the Lakers got Magic Johnson and suddenly Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and so I love basketball. You know that. Josh and Shane were shooting baskets when they were
2 years old. Yeah.
And so no, I don't feel guilty about that. I'm a Laker fan, but if the Lakers aren't playing the Bulls, then I want the Bulls to win all their games. I'd love to see the Lakers and the Bulls in the finals someday.
Good answer.
But I got my questions about the NBA playing under these circumstances. I hope that everything is done so that everyone's safe, because it's a scary time.
Better to postpone and make sure that everyone is safe, but we'll see. Okay, question number 3. Filled with Bliss from Instagram says, what do you plan on doing for the 4th?
Well, we plan on having a social distanced barbecue with our closest friend, family, Shelly and Adam. Your mom met Shelly in New York, and she came to LA with Adam. Adam and I became great friends. Your mom and Shelly were basically pregnant at the same time.
Oh, yeah. I always tell, Shelly and Adam have a daughter, Layla, who's my dearest friend. And I always tell her that she should be thankful that I'm here, because without me, she wouldn't be here. Because when my mom was pregnant, Shelly was like, well, I need a baby too. Like I have to, and Layla was born 9 months after me. So I'm like, you're welcome.
I know. It's pretty amazing though that, because it's not automatic that you and Layla would remain great friends all this time. But
so we're seeing them, and we haven't spent time with them in a while. I haven't seen Layla in a while, so we're really excited. Yeah, but it'll be social distance, all outdoors. Yes.
Uncle Adam and Auntie Shelly.
Yes. Okay. Alcastar from Instagram says, Kevin, what do you have in your mug? I'm starting to flinch every time you take a sip. And this person's from Germany.
From Germany. Yeah. Well, this is
a secret
concoction. It consists of I think German beer, a little schnapps, and Holly picks every week, but whatever it is,
I just kind of take a bunch of bottles, unscrew the lids, and just pour whatever I think works in there.
By the way, when I toured Germany last year with your mom and with Ian Gillan of Deep Purple and Mike Reno of Loverboy and Andy Scott of Sweet, we fronted this wonderful symphony orchestra. We toured all over Germany. We were in Germany for almost a month, and I had performed in Germany over the years, just maybe a couple of shows in the major cities, but I got to really see the countryside and really meet the people and see the smaller cities, and I just fell in love with Germany. The people are so sweet. The country's beautiful. And I would recommend that when all this craziness is over, visit Germany. It's a great place to go.
Yes, definitely.
And you talk about a country that has learned from past mistakes.
Yes.
Germany has really, and it wasn't that long ago that that Germany was a horrible place to be, and they have accepted their mistakes. They've taken responsibility. They've taken accountability. They teach about it in their schools because they want to make sure it never happens again. That's kind of what you were talking about earlier.
That's what we got to do here too, guys.
Not that, look, we got to be careful. Not that we're comparing ourselves to Germany in the 1940s, but they have learned from their mistakes, and they've admitted it, and they've moved on.
Taken responsibility for it.
It's a wonderful place right now.
Yes. Okay, question number 5. Alejandro Cose Leon from Facebook says, is there any song that you wish you'd written?
Oh, man. There are so many. The first ones that come to mind are a few songs by my songwriting, singing, guitar playing hero, Stephen Stills of Crosby, Stills and Nash. Stephen, in my estimation, is highly underrated and underappreciated. I wish I would have written "Love the One You're With." I wish I would have written. Oh my God, what's so many Stephen Stills. And there's a pretty nice hunk of my book where I really get into my how Stephen Stills inspired me years before I ever met him. My first concert was Crosby, Stills and Nash. How I ended up meeting Stephen, writing a song with him, going in and doing a recording session with Crosby.
Don't get into too much detail.
Right.
You gotta make them wanting more. Yeah.
All right, we'll edit that out.
Yeah. We'll edit that in post. Okay, next question. Mark Cazales from Facebook asks, I like this question.
Uh,
As a father, how does it feel to have such talented children?
you know what? I am very proud of all of my children. I'm happy for them that they are so talented. I'm happy for you and Josh and Shane and Paris. All of you guys are highly talented. But what makes me the most proud is the kind of people that you all are. And I'm just, I just know that you guys are going to be part of the solution. And that's the best thing that your mom and I can do as parents is try to impart positive values to you, because that's all we can do in this world.
Yeah.
All we can do is do the best we can with our children, because you guys are going to inherit it all, and then it's going to be
You're
up
the
to
future.
you. You're the future.
Yeah. Agreed. Nice. Good answer.
Oh, really? Wait.
Good answer. Okay, next question. Catherine Humes from Facebook asks, what is the process behind deciding what songs go on the set list with each new tour?
You know what? That's a good one. We pay attention to the comments that come in on social media that people request songs. There are, when the band gets together to rehearse, which we do a lot, all the time, constantly. There's certain songs that we go, man, we haven't played, whatever in a while, and so we'll work it up. There's other times where there's certain albums that haven't aged well as far as we're concerned, and sometimes a band has feelings about an album because of what they were personally going through at the time, and the songs kind of represent one thing to the band, but to the fans they represent something totally different.
Yeah, they don't know what was going on in your life at the time.
I know. So we try to shake it up a little, but the truth is there's about 10 or 12 songs that if we don't perform them in concert, there will be an angry mob around the tour bus afterwards.
Well, I'll never forget when, and I take a little bit of a responsibility for this, but you were playing, I think you were playing the Forum with Chicago in LA, and you came out for your encore. You ended the set list with Roll With The Changes, and then you came out for the encore and did Keep On Loving You and Riding the Storm Out. And I just went, what? You're not going to end with Roll With The Changes? I was like, Dad, come on. And I remember telling you that after the show. And then the next time I saw you guys, you were ending with Roll With The Changes.
Hey, when you're right, you're right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I will acknowledge that, and for us, we always just thought, well, Riding the Storm Out was our first kind of hit, so we should save that for last. But
got to give the people what they want.
Yeah, no, it was cool. And the set list has worked better since then, Hasa. Thank you.
You heard it here first, people. All me. All right.
You pick.
I pick the set list. I pick everything.
All right. I've had enough.
Okay. Question number 9. Edwin Hernandez from Facebook asks, growing up in Oak Lawn, how did you celebrate the 4th of July?
Wow. I've blocked out much of my childhood, but no, we used to, obviously fireworks were not legal. And so, but there was always some wacky family down the block that would, drive to Arkansas and come back with a box of, sparklers. And I used to like those little, we used to call them snakes. It was a little black cylinder, and you laid it on the ground and lit it.
Yes.
And it went, woo, and it just like, came up. So it wasn't, and your mom and I disagree on this, because Mom, I realized that Mom likes to have fires lit, whether it's torches, making s'mores, all this.
She likes a good flame.
She likes fire, and fire kind of frightens me. So I,
So you opt for the sparkler, things that stay on the ground, nothing too dangerous. Yeah. Which is good, because this year we're probably not going to see any fireworks.
Yeah.
But that's a good answer.
Thank you.
All right, so now, ding, ding, ding. All right, so everyone, in order to really celebrate the 4th of July and patriotism and being a good U.S. citizen, I decided to take some questions from the 2020 U.S. citizenship test and see if my dad can answer them correctly. Because I've heard from many people that have had to get their citizenship test, or had to get their citizenship who needed to take this test, that it's not as easy as you think it is. You can't just bank on your history classes, that there are some questions there. When I was going through them, I'll be honest, I did not know every single question that was on that test. So,
well, and our friends, Joe and Diane, Joe Bonelli's our producer. Diane Rizzi is our business manager. They are Canadian citizens, first of all, but they always wanted to become American citizens and have a dual citizenship. And they worked for it took a long time.
Yeah.
And but the final thing is you have to take the citizenship test, and they studied and studied.
Oh.
So the people that are more recently becoming citizens know
way more than we do.
I know. So
I was thinking about that. All right, and now and since we were born in the United States, we should know all of these questions, right? So we're gonna do a lightning round, speed round, no time to think. Answer these questions. U.S. citizenship test.
Hang on,
2020.
One second.
Woo!
Baby, I'm ready.
Are you ready? Here we go. And a 3, and a 2, and a 1. How many justices are on the Supreme Court?
9.
If the president and the vice president can no longer serve, who becomes the president?
Speaker of the House.
What is the capital of your state? California.
Sacramento.
In what month do we vote for president?
November.
What are the 2 parts of the U.S. Congress?
The Senate and the House of Representatives.
Nice. Name one state that borders Mexico.
Arizona.
Nice. The Federalist Papers supported the passage of the Constitution. Name one of its writers.
Alexander Hamilton.
Nice.
Really?
Yeah. You could have also said James Madison, John Jay. Okay. Why does the flag have 13 stripes?
Because of the 13 original colonies.
Nice. Who wrote the Declaration of Independence?
John Lennon.
And Thomas Jefferson. When was it written?
In 1775.
1787.
Oh.
What do we call the First Amendment to the Constitution? Oh, sorry. I said that wrong. What do we call the first 10 amendments to the Constitution?
The Bill of Rights.
Nice. The idea of self-government is in the first 3 words of the Constitution. What are these 3 words?
Oh, boy. That is so dumb. I don't know.
We the people.
Hello. You can edit that out, John, please. Or you can use the applause track. Oh, sorry.
We elect a U.S. Senator for how many years?
6.
Nice. What did Martin Luther King Jr. do?
What did he do?
Main idea.
He led the civil rights movement.
Nice. That's perfect. What did Susan B. Anthony do?
She led the women's rights movement.
Nice. What stops one branch of government from becoming too powerful?
Checks and balances.
Nice. How old do you have to be to vote?
18.
And if you are 18, you should register to vote.
Yes.
Boom.
Wow.
That was pretty good.
I mean, I had one joke answer in my defense.
Right. Did you know it was Thomas Jefferson, though?
Of course.
I don't know. I feel like you would have said Thomas.
I could have used a laugh track on that one.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Our track production staff up in.
Well, it was also an extremely fast lightning round. We had to keep moving, you know.
All
right, so that was pretty good. I would say you did pretty well. Yeah.
I'm not going to get deported.
I don't think so.
Right.
I mean, not based on my standards, no.
I'll drink to that.
Yeah, I'll drink to that as well. Cheers.
Woo.
Alrighty. Now we're gonna move on to some live questions. Let's see what the people are asking.
Oh, I'm a little afraid, but it's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
Let's see
what people are saying. Oh, cool. A lot of happy 4th questions coming in from everywhere. We love that. All right, let's see.
Oh, how about when someone covers one of our songs? Do they need our permission?
Oh.
Yes. So that is from. Whoops.
Oh, that wasn't a live question.
Oh, okay.
Oh, any concert memories performing on July 4th?
Oh man, playing a concert on July 4th is just so much fun. I remember one particular 4th of July in Houston, Texas. I don't know what year it was, sometime in the early 90s, I believe. And we were booked to play for the city 4th of July celebration. So it's a huge thing. There was 200,000 people.
Jeez,
outside.
No pressure.
I know, giant stage. But the coolest part was, because there was so many people and so much traffic, we needed a police escort for the tour bus to get into the gig. So we had not only police cars with lights flashing and motorcycles, but we had mounted police on horseback, and it was the coolest. I mean, it was like, so that's
pretty cool.
Yeah, and then you play the show, and then after the show is the fireworks, and that was the first time I ever heard the song I'm proud to be an American. You know, that
Yeah.
one. I'd never heard it before. And I was like, I literally started crying. It was that song, just the melody and the chords. And it wasn't your typical, you know, old fashioned song. It was like a kind of a folk song. And I really, I've always loved that song. Yeah.
Nice. All right, how about this one
All
from
right.
Richard Dub Eppington? What is your from Facebook? What is your favorite cover to do?
Oh boy, our favorite cover. You know, we've been covering. Well, last year, our good friend Eddie Money passed away, and we were actually on stage at the Kaboo Festival in San Diego, and Eddie had sat in with us just a few months earlier at the Borderline Bar benefit show. So we knew 2 Tickets to Paradise. So Brian, our drummer, said, "Man, let's just play 2 Tickets to Paradise for the encore," and we did.
And the crowd went crazy. Everyone was chanting, "Eddie,
I know.
Eddie."
And I remember saying to you, I wish that Eddie could have been there to see that.
But who knows? Maybe he did see it.
He did.
Yeah.
So that was one of my favorite covers that we've ever done.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Okay.
We love Eddie.
What about this one? Bob Sweeney from Facebook asks, what is your least favorite song that REO recorded, in your opinion?
My least favorite song. Boy. You know, there was one song that we were working on the Wheels Are Turning album in 1985. And the late, great Gary Ritrath, my partner in crime for so many years, and we miss him. But he came in with a song called Cold Heartbeat. And it was kind of a play on words. You know, Gary was a big fan of John Lennon, so he liked the play on words. So it was Cold Heartbeat. In other words, you know, you're cold, your heart is cold.
Yes.
But it was also, I've got your cold heart beat. In other words, I've got it beaten. So that was the play on words. So I thought, okay, that's pretty clever.
Yeah.
But that was the whole song. There was like no other lyrics. It went, you got your cold heart beat, you got your cold heart beat, got your, and I'm like,
hey, easy to remember, easy for the fans to sing.
I guess it was
I
kind
don't
of
see a
catchy.
problem with that.
All right. Yeah. So we recorded that. Didn't quite make the album though.
All right. How about this one? Let's see.
This is fun. I like when people just call in. Thank you so much, you guys,
for writing in,
for participating and being here with us. You know.
All right, how about this one? Oh, Edwin Hernandez from Facebook asks, when will you start selling the Holly Picks mugs?
Well, you know, the truth is, the Holly Pick, these are the only two Holly Picks mugs
that we have.
I know. So, and
I mean, never say never. Maybe there will come a day where we can mass produce, because it's clear that they are in high demand.
I also get messages of people wanting the guitar picks, because in the logo that our lovely and talented executive producer, John Lewini, who, by the way, we should thank John and Allie. They are so awesome.
We could not do this show without them. They are responsible for every technical. We just sit here. We have nothing to do with the tech setup. That is all behind the screen.
But they're a little bit slow on the funny button.
The laugh track.
The laugh track. We need the laugh track. I miss it. But thanks, you guys.
All right, let's see. What else here? Oh, Floyd Shirley from YouTube asked, I wonder if you know how many people's hearts you've touched.
Aww.
It's been cool to see, you know, like if we've been out and a fan has come up to you. Like, I'll never forget, we were at the doctor's office and this girl recognized you and she was like, you know, Can't Fight This Feeling was the song that we danced to at our wedding. And it's cool hearing the stories about how people have used your songs and what they've meant to you. Like, or so many people have been like, Time for Me to Fly was the first song or the first album and song I ever listened to. Like, it's cool to hear those stories of people that have been really touched by your music, you know?
I know, it is fun. I mean, it's fun. I mean, those stories are great. It's also fun when other artists, you know, younger than me a lot of times, you know, like Martina McBride came up to me and said, you know, she's one of the great singers of all time. Can't Fight This Feeling was her and her husband's song, you know, for their relationship. And Martina and I ended up becoming friends and writing a song together. And you never know where so sometimes songs lead to other songs and
friendships.
Yeah. I know, it's really great. I love when Keith Urban was closing his show a couple of years ago, playing "Keep on Loving You" solo with the piano.
Yeah.
And Keith Urban is one of my.
Yeah.
I'm a
All-time
huge fan.
favorites.
It's the song about "Take your love, take my sweater, and I love them together."
I know we're his biggest fans, and we don't
We
know
don't
the
know
words
the
to
words
the
to the
song.
song. All right.
All right,
And I spent so much time on lyrics, and most of the people whose hearts my songs have touched have no idea what the song is.
Yes,
but
correct. But that's okay.
That's all right.
Well, Dad, it's 10:32,
What?
and I think that means that it might be time for a little song.
Oh, Holly,
A
I
little song and dance.
hate when we have to stop.
I
you
know, I know. If people would listen to us for 5 hours, I'd go all day.
You know, I was on a podcast the other day. I was on this podcast for like an hour and a half. It was crazy.
See, that sounds right up my alley. That's what
I
I
know,
want.
we can
Just keep talking for hours and hours.
I know. I could
It's
do
my
it.
dream.
All right. So, song. Can you see
Yes.
this? I mean, not there's anything you have to see.
No, nothing.
By the way, I hope everyone noticed the red, white, and blue flower bouquet.
arrangements.
Official flowering.
Yes.
We're working on some production
Working on
values
it,
here. you know.
Yes. And before we sing a song, we're going to be singing "Waiting on the World to Change" by John Mayer. And the reason why I love this song is because it talks about how, people say like, oh, well, the younger generations, they don't get it, they don't know, and I feel like people kind of look down on the younger generations, but now more than ever, we are using our voice, we are standing up for what we believe in, and now it's like the people in charge have heard us, they've got to implement the changes that we want. And I'm excited to, get older with my brothers and my friends and have us be the future of this country. So
Yeah.
with that,
I love
I'm going
it.
to sing this little song for you guys. Me and all my friends, we're all misunderstood. They say we stand for nothing and there's no way we ever could. Now I see everything that's going wrong with the world and those who lead it. Just feel like we don't have the means to rise above and beat it. So we keep waiting on the world to change. We keep on waiting on the world to change. It's hard to be persistent when you're standing at a distance. So we keep on waiting on the world to change. Now if we had the power to bring our neighbors home from war, we would have never missed a Christmas. No more ribbons on their door.
No more ribbons on the door.
Trust your television, what you get is what you got.
Oh.
It's the only information, they're gonna bend it all they want. So while we're waiting for the world to change, we keep on waiting.
Keep on waiting on the world to change.
It's not that we don't care, we just know that nobody fair. So we keep on waiting.
Keep on waiting for the world to change. Oh, yeah. Ooh,
We're still
waiting on the world to change.
We keep on waiting.
Waiting for the world to change.
One day my generation is gonna rule the population. So we keep on waiting
Waiting on the world to change.
We keep on waiting
Waiting on the world to change.
We keep on waiting
Waiting.
Waiting on the world to change. Waiting on the world to change. Waiting on the world to change.
Waiting on the world to change.
Thanks everyone.
Thanks, everybody. See you next week. We'll be here, we promise.
Happy 4th of
Happy
July.
4th of July, everybody.
I feel so secure when we're together. You give my life direction. You make everything so clear.
Even as I wander, I'm keeping you in sight. You're a candle in the window on a cold, dark winter's night.
I'm getting closer than I ever thought I might. And I can't fight this feeling anymore. I've forgotten what I started fighting for. It's time to bring this ship into the shore and throw away yours forever. 'Cause I can't fight this feeling anymore. I've forgotten what I started fighting for. Maybe if I help you crawl upon the floor, come crashing through the door. Maybe I can't fight this feeling anymore. It's been such a whirlwind since I saw you. Been running around in circles in my mind, and it always seems that I'm following you, boy. Could you take me to places that a phone I'd never find? Oh, it is I wonder how I'm keeping you in sight. And the candle in the window on a cold, dark winter's night. And I'm getting closer than I ever thought I might. 'Cause I can't fight this feeling anymore. I've forgotten what I started fighting for. It's time to bring this ship into the shore and throw away yours forever. 'Cause I can't fight this feeling anymore. I've forgotten what I started fighting for. And if I have to crawl upon the floor, come crashing through your door, baby, I can't fight this feeling anymore. Baby, I can't fight this feeling anymore. Can't fight this feeling. Holly Cronin on background vocal. Holly picks, Holly picks. What have I gotten myself into? Whoa, Holly picks, yeah, Holly picks. She picks my shirt, she picks my shoes. We'll be all across the country, just like a ride down Route 66. So Saturday at noon, this is where to tune, right here at Holly Picks.